I got a feeling you said that you thought that maybe there would be a couple of higher spreads than they are. I think your first pick here maybe is one of them, considering which side you're on in Packers and Washington.
Yeah, this is one that I thought should have been higher than the -8 for the Packers because the Packers aerial attack, they've not picked up much this year. They passed for only 300 or more net passing yards once. They've rushed for 100 yards in 4 straight games, 100 or more yards, and they've racked up 418 rushing yards in the past 3 weeks. Washington, though, per True Media, Washington is dead last in vertical passing yards allowed and vertical touchdowns allowed the last 4 weeks. Over 700, almost 800 passing yards they've allowed in the vertical passing game, and they've allowed 8 touchdowns. I mean, they're a sieve in the secondary. Heineke gets off to a great start for Washington, but he's become turnover prone since then. Washington's posted 2 giveaways in 3 of the past 4. Not a good trend against the Packers defense. Has tallied 9 takeaways in the past 5 games. Green Bay's at home, and Washington is 0-3 against the spread as a dog in 2021. And I think they're going to go 0-4 in that one. I think Green Bay covers this by double digits.
Yeah, this is one where we are in agreement. I'm not picking it for the purposes of our show. I actually did write this up in my early lines column way back on Monday. I guess I write that column. Yeah, Monday. And this was actually at 9.5 KC on Monday. And part of the reason I write that column is because part of what I look for in that column is spreads I think are going to go in the direction of the team I'm backing. So when I wrote up the Packers as -9.5, it's not just because I like the Packers to cover that number. It's because I think by time Friday, Saturday, Sunday roll around, you're going to have to be laying 10 or 10.5. So in that way, sort of a fail on my part because now it's down at -8. But I think everything that you laid out makes this a strong case for the Packers. And I like to come back to you and just ask where you think things go wrong. Like, I'm not sure where things go wrong because the Packers' strengths and Washington's weaknesses are in perfect alignment with one another. And I think that's really what makes the Packers a comfortable bet in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. And a couple of places they could. I mean, if Heineke gets back to playing like he did earlier this year, but I don't think that's the case. And plus, Washington's starting to get banged up too in a way that Green Bay isn't. And the fact that Green Bay now can lean on Dillon and Jones because they're starting to get Dillon double-digit carries every week. They're not turning it quite into platoon, but now they've got a 2-headed backfield. Makes them even scarier.
Yeah, maybe last year's Washington defense can slow down the Packers enough to keep this within 8, but they don't have that really at play this season. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, they're going to play, but neither of them at 100%. No team can afford to have their top 2 playmakers be at less than 100%, but this team especially cannot when you also have Logan Thomas out, Curtis Samuel potentially out again. It's just a really depleted offense, and that makes it hard for me to trust that they can stay within the 8 and stick with the Packers. That is your pick for the record here. I am right there with you on it.